Hello subscribers, welcome to Stematics tutorial. In this video we are going to see Chebyshev's inequality with proof.
Chebyshev's inequality statement. Let x be a random variable with expectation of x equal to mu, variance of x equal to sigma square, then prove that probability of mod x minus mu greater than or equal to c equal to sigma square by c. So, we have to prove this probability of mod x minus mu greater than or equal to c less than or equal to sigma square by c square we have to prove, where this mu is what expectation of x equal to mu, that means mean, c is a constant and sigma square is a variance. So, we'll start the proof. Later, what is x given? Given x is a continuous random variable, then sigma square equal to, sigma square we are writing in terms of expectation, sigma square in terms of expectation sigma square equal to x minus mu whole square, which is equal to integral, this expectation we are writing in terms of integration, that means probability density function, integration minus infinity to plus infinity x minus mu whole square f of x dx. So, now sigma square equal to, directly without expectation, directly I am writing the PDF, minus infinity to plus infinity x minus mu whole square f of x dx. Now, this integration limits are minus infinity to plus infinity, that I am going to split. So, here I am going to introduce two new limits, mu minus c and mu plus c. So, now this changes to sigma square equal to integral minus infinity to c minus infinity to mu minus c x minus mu whole square f of x dx plus mu minus c mu plus c x minus mu whole square f of x dx plus integral mu plus c to infinity f of x minus mu whole square f of x dx. What did we do here? Here I told you that we are going to split the limits minus infinity to plus infinity. In that I have introduced mu minus c and mu plus c. So, always the least limit is minus infinity to mu minus c is least. So, mu minus c, the term in the integration does not change. Mu minus x minus mu whole square f of x dx is same in all the integrations. Only the limits we have changed, minus infinity to mu minus c. Again mu minus c to mu plus c is one more limit we have taken, limits for integration. Next last limit mu plus c to infinity. Now, I want only minus infinity to mu minus c, mu plus c to infinity. Only these two I want. Remaining this I don't want. So, now sigma square changes to, I forgot to tell one more point here. Again, if you add all this, you can eliminate this. Generally we have a formula like a integral a to c can be written as integral a to b f of x dx plus integral b to c f of x dx. So, by using this formula we have written this. Now, I want only this. So, the symbol equality changes to greater than or equal to integral minus infinity to mu minus c f of x minus mu whole square f of x dx plus integral mu plus c to infinity x minus mu whole square f of x dx. So, this we have taken now. Now, clearly let us solve one by one. First integral I am taking, integral part 1 or first integral I will take first from first integral. What are the limits we have? X limits are from minus infinity to mu minus c. So, that only I am going to take here. So, minus infinity less than or equal to x less than or equal to mu minus c. So, x lies between these two limits, right? So, we have taken that. In that I want only this part. So, I will take that x less than or equal to mu minus c. Now, I am sending mu to left hand side. So, positive mu, if we send to the left hand side, it becomes negative. X minus mu less than or equal to minus c. Now, I want to shift this minus also to left hand side. So, it becomes minus x minus mu less than or equal to positive. So, here along with, if you send this minus, the sign also changes. Now, it becomes greater than or equal to c. Now, squaring on both sides. This becomes x minus mu whole square greater than or equal to c square. So, put this in a box. So, if you send this minus to the left hand side, the sign also changes. Next, second integral we will take, same like first integral only, we are going to solve that. So, here the limits are from mu plus c to infinity, second integral. So, mu plus c less than or equal to x less than or equal to infinity. So, I want only this part, this limit part, infinity I am going to leave. So, mu plus c less than or equal to x. Now, same, send this mu to the right hand side now. C less than or equal to x minus mu. Positive mu becomes negative, right? So, now, can I write like this, x minus mu and c? From x and c and x minus mu is highest. So, here first I have written x minus mu and here I have written c. So, from this which is highest from the above, x minus mu is highest. So, I am turning the symbol to this left hand side, x minus mu greater than or equal to c. Now, same, squaring on both sides. So, x minus mu whole square greater than or equal to c square. So this also you put in a box. So on both sides of integral, you got x minus mu whole square is greater than or equal to c square. So in place of from the above inequality here, you can substitute in place of x minus mu whole square c square, where actually greater than or equal to c you have to substitute, but here greater than or equal to is already there. Now you need to just substitute c square in both the integrals. So now that implies c square greater than or equal to integral minus infinity to mu minus c. In place of x minus mu whole square, we have to substitute c square greater than or equal to c square f of x dx plus integral mu plus c to infinity x minus mu whole square into c square f of x d square. Now, from this integral, what is the common thing you are having here? C square. So, let us take the c square as common in both the terms. Sigma square greater than or equal to c square. Open the brackets, integral minus infinity to mu minus c. As c square we have taken outside, pick up. So, leftover term is f of x dx plus here integral mu plus c to infinity c square outside again f of x dx. Now, this you can express this integral f of x dx on both the terms. You have to express in terms of probability now. So here sigma square greater than or equal to c square, till here okay, open the brackets. Now express this in terms of probability. Now this probability will be like, actually if integral a to b f of x dx is there, that you can express in terms of probability like p of a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b. Same here also, minus infinity less than p of minus infinity less than or equal to x less than or equal to mu minus c, but I don't want infinity. I just want to take only p of x less than or equal to mu minus c. Same like limits. I just want to take this as p of x less than or equal to mu minus c. So same thing I am going to write here, x less than or equal to mu minus c, plus in the second integral you will be getting like mu plus c less than or probability of mu plus c less than or equal to x less than or equal to infinity. So this also we can write in the same way, probability of mu plus c less than or equal to x. So this can be written as probability of x greater than or equal to mu plus c. Mu plus c less than or equal to x, or x greater than or equal to mu plus c, both are same. So let us write in that format only. Probability of, so finally we got this. Now this also, as the second term is x greater than or equal to mu plus c, this also I am going to express in terms of greater than or equal to. So sigma square greater than or equal to c square into probability of, so now which term is highest here? Second term is highest. So mu minus c greater than or equal to x, can we write like this? Yes, we can write. Mu minus c greater than or equal to c, or x less than or equal to mu minus c, both are equal, plus probability of x greater than or equal to mu plus c. Now this whole probability can be written as a single probability. So this implies sigma square greater than or equal to c square, probability of mu minus c greater than or equal to x. But here where x is greater than or equal to what? X is greater than or equal to mu plus c. So this whole probability, two terms we have combined into one term, mu minus c greater than or equal to x, where x is greater than or equal to mu plus c. Now our next step. So this subtracting mu on all the sides in this inequality. So sigma square greater than or equal to c square into probability of, so if I subtract here, what will get? Mu minus c minus mu and plus mu gets cancelled, left over is minus c greater than or equal to x minus mu greater than or equal to, again here also we are subtracting mu plus c minus mu. So mu gets cancelled, so left over is c here now. Now c square greater than or equal to c square, probability of this can be expressed as what? As mod x less than or equal to 1, how can you write this? How can you split this? Minus x less than or minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to positive 1, right? So similarly, this you can express in terms of mod, like probability of mod x minus mu less than or equal to c. If you remove this out of the mod, you are going to get here same thing, minus c less than or equal to x minus mu less than or equal to c. Same this probability only you'll get, but here we are having greater than or equal to. Now this sign also will be like greater than or equal to. If it is greater than or equal to, here also you'll get greater than. Less than means less than symbol you will get. Next, send the c square to the left hand side. Now if you send this c square to the left hand side, it becomes what? By form. So sigma square by c square greater than or equal to probability of mod x minus mu greater than or equal to c. Now from this two, what is which term is greater? This term is greater, sigma square by c square. Now can I write this as, you can leave till here, or probability of mod x minus mu greater than or equal to c sigma square by c square. From these two terms, which is highest from this sigma square by c square. So shift the symbol to that side. So less than or equal to sigma square by c square. So this is what you need to prove. So probability of mod x minus mu greater than or equal to c less than or equal to sigma square by c square. Here also we got the same thing. By this, Chebyshev's inequality is proved.
Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, like and share the video. Thank you for watching.